Yeah, it's on track. Obviously, the priority is the World Cup. So, um, if that means we have to be mindful of tomorrow, that's one thing. But we'll see how today goes. See how I pull up in the morning. The goal is to play tomorrow, but what that looks like will depend on how today goes. The priority being the World Cup and not compromising that. Yeah, it's been somewhat of a different lead up with obviously the South African tour, the three match series here, and then of course the two warm up games. So we've had quite an extended group of players with some guys coming back from injury and some the management of some guys as well. So it's been quite an extended group of guys. Obviously we've managed guys through South Africa and then again through this series. But obviously we've got three more games now before game one of the World Cup to settle on how our squad and certainly our 11 looks, and obviously those games prior to the World Cup have sort of given us a bit of an indication of where we want to head. Numbers speak for themselves. He's a high class player and been a massive part of our all formats for Australia for a long time, so no concern there. It's just an adjustment factor. Obviously, coming back to India after a series in South Africa, some guys coming off a break. So I think we've probably seen the wicket change throughout both games, depending on who batted first and second in different places. Obviously, spin was a massive factor in sort of the second innings the other night, and the wicket played pretty well under lights in Mohali. So. There's got a lot of guys with IPL experience. We know the wicket's going to be very different through the night and day, depending on which part of India we play as well. And there's not too many grounds that we play back-to-back games, so conditions are going to play a part. And we're just going to have to be better to adjust than we have in the first two games. Yeah, Glenn's obviously one that's come back as well. He's here today for training. I think he's on track as well. I'm not sure his particular timeline, but no doubt he'll be looking to make an impact as soon as he gets his chance. He's got a wealth of experience over here through IPL, through multiple tours. He's certainly an X factor, no matter which team he plays in. So, what's this? His third One Day World Cup. He's certainly an X factor for us. He's someone who can really take the game on. His ability with the ball, particularly in these conditions as well, adds to another option, certainly in the bowling department as well. So, hopefully he seems in good spirits and going really well. His return, I'm not sure what that looks like for this week, but certainly on track for the World Cup.
Michelle, the conditions are going to be very similar. Maybe in March. We had a good outing in March after the game. So one of the takeaways from that series, giving you the confidence and what chemistry, body chemistry, have you anything to play?
What was the end of that, sorry? What was the end of that?
The conditions in March pretty much the same.
Yep.
And also the what 10 minutes you are getting to play a match. You played the last match 2 months ago.
For me?
Yeah.
As I said, we've got a lot of guys with experience playing in India, whether that be through IPL or through international series. We had that series in March at the end of the Test series, which was obviously successful for us. As I said before, we don't play many games. Well, I think there's only one occasion when we play 2 games at one venue. So different parts of India are going to throw up different challenges with wickets, with conditions, with obviously day and night as well. So it's just about adapting. It's using some of that experience and knowledge. It's a different time of year. It's the back end of monsoon season, I think. So there might be some weather around, like we saw the other night. There's a number of factors, but it's just about adapting as quick as you can, and hopefully quicker than the opposition. And it's a different beast tournament play. So I think you'll see different things to what you've seen in bilateral series as well. So I think not only India and Australia, but a lot of other nations have got eyes on the World Cup and what the next 2 months are going to bring.
Tomorrow, debate around One-Day cricket going into the World Cup. As a player, do you enjoy playing in the future of the format?
Yeah, there's always debate. There's obviously a bit more of the format played heading into One Day World Cups, and then it peters out and the focus turns to T20 cricket. So it'll be no different. Obviously, in the next 18 months, we obviously got a big couple of months here with the One Day World Cup, and then it quickly moves to the T20 World Cup. So there's always debate around the relevance of the format and series moving forward, and it keeps going around in roundabouts depending on what's coming up. So yeah, I mean, for us players, it's certainly for the guys in our squad, it's another opportunity to represent Australia on the world stage. This series is first and foremost in the front of mind to finish off with some momentum and hopefully take a win away this tomorrow, and then head into the World Cup. And we've had a fair bit of success in World Cups, and that hopefully for us that continues.
Well, with Australia is a question that is not very familiar with probably 5 closest on the topic, going back to South Africa. So, how do you look at the final match of the series here at the World Cup? Of course, there are one matches, but how do you look forward to the final ODI here tomorrow after those 5 years?
Yeah, as I said before, we've used quite a wide squad of players to, whether that be managing players come back from injury, trying different combinations and whatnot. So yeah, it's still obviously leading into a World Cup. It's not a position that we want to be in. It's down in series, but plenty to play for tomorrow in terms of what our makeup of the team looks like, what we want to take into a World Cup campaign. We still have 2 opportunities after this game before game on the World Cup. So another chance to be accustomed to conditions, to adapt to what's been thrown at us against probably the favourites of the World Cup. So it's a big day for both. Yeah, not much discussions at the moment. It's pretty calm group at the minute. Discussions going on around games, around training, pretty much just in the background. Nothing formalised as yet. Probably think our execution's been a bit off with bat and ball and in the field. So certainly areas we can improve. Probably our power play bowling as well. As I said again, there's been guys that have been exposed to conditions that have been very foreign to them. Guys that have been to India for the first time. Guys playing, coming into guys that have been more experienced, less experienced in the format. So a good opportunity for a lot of guys coming back from time out. So yeah, I think another opportunity tomorrow to improve on where we've been at and obviously death ball.